Hello there, Taurus, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel and listening to your very first ever video that I'm doing. This is something completely new to me, so I'm sorry if I'm awkward. My name's Erica. I'm from the Lotus Connection. I'm super excited to get this started for you. This is my first time being on YouTube, so I'm extremely excited, and I hope that you guys stick with me. I want to just go over a few things before I begin. These readings are for entertainment purposes only. They are not meant to replace medical or professional help. In addition, my readings may or may not resonate with everyone. It is a generalized reading. It's a reading on the energy as it stands today. This is a reading for the beginning portion of October. So for the first 2 weeks, I know that we are already down a week. I haven't had a chance to get these readings up ahead of time, so we're kind of looking at the first 2 weeks, and I'll do another video towards the end of October for you guys, but we're looking at the spread in regards to you and your ex reconciling. So before I get in, first, I may or may not curse, so if you're somebody who's easily offended, I just would stop the recording now. If this does not resonate with you and you'd like me to look at your situation personally, please book a personal reading with me. This will, the information will be in the details below. So let's get started. So in regards to how you feel for your ex, we have the moon. And so this could be a lot of different things. And so this may not resonate for everybody. But I feel like right now you may be having a lot of dreams about the person. You may be very sensitive at this time frame, emotionally sensitive. Obviously, it's a very deep card. Okay, it's a lot of being receptive, being intuitive, having dreams. There's also some fear and mystery involved, things that are hidden. There's a lot of possibly even deep insecurities that you had within the relationship or within your ex. You could be dealing with somebody who is a Pisces. As the moon card is a Pisces card. But overall, there is a lot of uncertainty. While there is a lot of emotions here, there is a lot of uncertainty of where to go. The relationship ended, so it's like, where do we go from here? I still care and love this person, but there's a lot of doubt and a lot of insecurities that are possibly playing a role in here for you, Taurus, in regards to how they feel about you. Again, there's a lot of mystery involved between the moon and the death card here. The moon and the high priestess card. These are my two not so favorite cards. And not in a bad way. It's just more so they're very difficult to read. There's just so many different feelings. I feel like your ex could go either way. Could be that your ex realizes that the relationship had to end, being in some sort of deep understanding of why it ended. This person could also be somebody who could be another Pisces, because this moon is, this card is associated with the moon. This person could have psychic abilities, but they needed to have some sort of balance, and they needed to trust themselves. So I don't know if they're the ones that ended the situation and you're kind of left confused and not really knowing where to go now, because you kind of were like, not aware of why this happened. Like, I feel you guys may have been blindsided about it. But I feel like for them, they could be hiding how they truly feel about you. Maybe there's a need for them to reclaim their personal power. Maybe when they got into a relationship with you, they just kind of meshed with you and they weren't really like whole in a sense. So we'll definitely look at clarifying cards for this. In regards to the potential, we have the Chariot. Again, these could go so many different ways. So we definitely need to pull some clarifying cards. But I'm feeling more like the potential here is victory, okay? But victory in how? Victory staying not together, staying separated, or is it victory coming back into the relationship? There is a sense of duality here in these cards. There's a sense of duality in the High Priestess. There's a sense of duality in the Chariot. So it's for some of you, it's like this is a very difficult read, so I apologize, Taurus, but it's almost like there is some sort of determination to move forward in life, whether it's to move forward together or whether it's to just move forward from the situation and move on with one's life. I won't know until we pull clarifying cards. I'm sort of feeling like the ex feels like they need to move on, like they have this hidden knowledge of that they know they've learned their life lessons, they're kind of wise beyond their years, they're ready to kind of move forward and take charge of their life and go separate ways. And that's kind of indicated in the outcome, with the King of Pentacles reversed. It's not really looking like there's going to be commitment being offered at this point. So I do show here that there is some sort of moving on. Excuse me. In regards to the advice card, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. So right now it's saying that there is a need to embrace the change that's happening in your life. It's okay to sort of feel the lack of stability. I definitely get the sense that you were blindsided, that you were not the cause of the breakup, or it's possible that the energy is reversed and that you actually blindsided your ex. But either way, there's some sort of feeling of lack in the situation or feeling helpless that you can't move forward. But it's saying that you can regain the inner harmony and the inner peace, but you need to take time for yourself to really reflect on what it is that you want and to rebuild that, okay? And that's the advice that you have. For the outcome card, we have here where do we have? We have the King of Pentacles here, and it's in the reverse. So this is somebody who I feel like somebody's disconnected from the relationship, and I truly feel like it's your ex. I feel like your ex has moved on, maybe not on to somebody else, but moved on in a sense of realizing that there was something else calling them. Maybe they're doing more self-reflection. Maybe they are developing their psychic or spiritual abilities. Maybe their religion has played more of an important role. Maybe you guys are not from the same spiritual path. Maybe that individual is just changed. Maybe you guys were together for a long period of time since you guys were younger, or maybe you guys are young and just realizing that you both are not on the same wavelength Taurus, you are a very stubborn sign. This card is letting me know that there is some stubbornness here. So it's a possibility that, you know, it can't move forward in a relationship because somebody's being stubborn. Somebody's not wanting to change the situation. Could be that you're, you know, an illusion, being stuck in an illusion that everything was fine and dandy, and not looking at the red tape, you know, the red flags that were showing up in the relationship, and you're thinking like it was so great and dandy, and not realizing the writing on the wall, whereas your ex kind of saw the writing on the wall and was like, okay, well, what's the point wasting all this time? If it's not going to work out, it's not going to work out. Let's move forward, and not together, but separately, and move into a different direction. So I definitely feel like you've been blindsided, but your ex kind of had this inner knowing of that the relationship wasn't going to work out, and therefore, and there's like, you know, the outcome here is showing that, you know, somebody's being stubborn, somebody is being too blinded by, it's possible, blinded by, you know, materialism, blinded by narrow view of the world, not seeing a problem, being stubborn to the situation. And this could be on your end, or this could be on your ex's end. Let's pull some clarifiers and see more of what's going on. Please show me why the moon is here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising in Venus sign. Please show me why the moon is here in regards to how they feel. Please show me what I need to see. Too many cards. Sorry, too many cards. Please show me one card in regards to why the moon is here. Thank you. So the Page of Pentacles flew out, and I'm sorry it took me forever. I have these nails, so when they fall on the floor, it's kind of hard to pick up. So the Page of Pentacles to me is like, I feel like you were blindsided. You wanted to provide commitment. You wanted, there could have been a promotion within your job that you were excited about and wanting to share this news. This would have provided, you know, if it was job related, would have provided a new way of life for you guys, a deeper level of commitment, because now you guys would be financially more stable. Or maybe you just came into a realization that you wanted more out of the relationship and you wanted to have commitment, and now you're completely blindsided. You don't really know what's going on or why. You know, you're wanting to offer the stability, you're wanting to offer this commitment, this relationship, and, you know, now you're kind of left out in the dark, and, you know, you could be having dreams, you could be having nightmares, you could be drowning in your thoughts and feelings. This is where you currently are at right now. Please clarify the High Priestess. Thank you. We got the Justice card. So there was some sort of imbalance in the relationship, and your ex wanted balance. They wanted to find the balance within the relationship, and if they couldn't, they realized that if it wasn't there, it wasn't going to ever be there. And I feel like they just really wanted to move on from the situation. You know, they maybe you were not able, maybe at first you were not able to give them what they wanted, and because you didn't feel secure either in the relationship or where you were financially, or, you know, you weren't able to open up with commitment. I also feel like right now they are sort of contemplating their life and which actions that they need to take and how to continue to keep moving forward to shape their reality. I feel like there's a spiritual development or change within your ex, where they've just kind of, I hate to say this, but sort of like outgrew you, unfortunately. But this card's also letting them know that they need to sort of be fair with themselves and with others, and not to make, not to put blame on everybody, not to put blame on yourself. And there's nothing wrong with you. People outgrow relationships all the time. The Chariot here, okay, is inner strength, confidence, trying to move forward, victory. What's this all about? What is the Chariot card all about in regards to the potential for Taurus? Show me why the Chariot's here. Why is the Chariot here for the potential for Taurus and their ex? Thank you. There is a potential for you guys to come back together if both parties are willing to put in the effort and work as a team instead of working individually. So there is a great sense of need for community, okay, or unity, of everybody chipping in and putting in the work to create a masterpiece, to create a safe haven, to create stability, commitment. But one person can't do all the work. There has to be more than one person. A relationship isn't based on one person putting in all their time and energy and commitment. It has to be two. So the only way for this to turn around is if everybody's on board and everybody puts the energy in. Please show me why the Four of Wands is in reverse for advice for Taurus. Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. Please clarify the advice card for me. Please clarify. Thank you. All right, well, these cards are like stuck to the floor. Crumple them. Sorry. So worst. So I got the Hanged Man in reverse. And I also got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, so we got some reversals here for sure. So with the Hanged Man in the reverse for your advice position, this is letting me know that in the relationship you could have felt like you made a lot of sacrifices and there were no payoffs because obviously the relationship ended. But it's sort of saying you need to let go of any expectations that you may have had, or stop blaming yourself for for experiencing this. There was a reason why you had to go through this relationship. There were lessons that you needed to learn. So instead of beating yourself up about what happened, it's saying, to stop that. And it's asking you to take some time to explore what really makes you truly happy and really contemplate whether this relationship really made you happy. Okay, if this was really truly what you wanted. And I think that correlates with, the Nine of Cups being here. I think it's really asking you to reflect on what truly made you happy about this relationship. If this relationship was really what you wanted. Is this all based on ego? Do you want this person because this person left you? Do you want it because you didn't have the final say? Are you afraid? Do you want it because you're afraid of change and you're afraid of, opening yourself up to somebody new? So it's really asking you to really contemplate the relationship, because I don't feel that the relationship was like this most loving and spectacular relationship. If anything, I feel like one person felt more superior towards the other and kind of put the other one down, is what I'm getting or sensing. And again, that may only resonate for a few of you, if you know. But I'm sensing there's a lot of there is a need to really reflect on what you truly want, because I feel like now that you have this time and there's been a lot of uncertainty and a lot of being blindsided possibly, that you really need to contemplate if this is really a person you want in your life. For the King of Pentacles reversed, we got the Star reversed. So this is letting me know that unfortunately for the beginning portion of October also, there's another card that came out in the reversal. So we got the Star reversed and the Fool reversed, okay? The Star is letting me know that there's a lot of pessimist. Today I can't even say that word. Somebody's being pessimistic, okay? And it could be either you, it could be your ex, it could just be you both together. The energy is very pessimistic about whether or not this relationship is to move forward. I feel like as time goes on, as you start to really contemplate and do some self-reflection, you'll start to see that this relationship wasn't what it was all cracked up to be, okay? And you're not going to want a new beginning, or they're not going to want a new beginning with you, or you both are just going to come to the conclusion that you guys have just outgrown each other and you need to move on, okay? And again, this is just the energy as it is today. It's not definite, it's not absolute, but for the most part, I think for most of you, you guys know internally that this really isn't so much a relationship that you guys can build upon. I mean, yes, you guys could move into victory if you guys were all on board, but I'm feeling like you guys have sort of outgrown each other. You know, you sort of outgrown each other. There's really no common ground anymore. One person feels superior than the other. Let's pull some oracle cards for you. The Romance Angels. What do we have? What messages do we have for Taurus in regards to their ex and this situation? Please show me what I need to see for Taurus. Thank you. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, which is something I sort of, hinted upon. And, I know this isn't an easy reading. It never is easy when it's in, it's not necessarily negative. It's just sort of opening up your eyes and experiencing new things. Again, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Remember, I had said, I feel like for some of you guys have outgrown each other, or for some of you guys are going down different spiritual paths. You guys are not on the same wavelength anymore. And I feel like this is truly affecting you guys. What is the messages that needs to be brought to Taurus's attention regarding the situation with their ex? Please show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. Show me a card. Thank you. Again, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So I truly feel like you need to look at the overall picture, the overall relationship, and stop being stubborn, Taurus, okay? Stop being stubborn and afraid of change, and really looking at the situation for what it is, okay? And look at the red flags. There were probably red flags all along, and you just chose to not look at it. Let's just pull one more card for you. One more card for Taurus. What do they need to know? Thank you. So again, I truly feel like you need to start reflecting more on this relationship and being open to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I think you need to start going out there and, with a new sense of hope, and realizing that your person that you're meant to be with, is out there for you, and to have this hope and not be stuck in this pessimistic view that, it's either this person or nobody, because that's not true. there's always somebody else. There is somebody out there for everyone. You know, we just have to be patient. And, you know, I feel like in this relationship, we've learned a lot and can move forward. So I hope this resonated with you. Again, if it didn't, or you want more clarification on your own personal situation, definitely book a reading with me. Again, details are in the description box below. If you liked this reading, I hope you'll come back to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, and definitely leave me some comments. I'd love to hear how you guys are thinking. Thank you so much, and have a great night. Love and light, Taurus.